Hi, I'm Dr. Kirti Patel from Beyond 2020, and I have to say, the staff and I are so pleased that we made the switch to InfiniteVT for our vision therapy EHR. I have tried 3 other EHRs on the market known for vision therapy, but I have to say InfiniteVT was the easiest and the quickest to start working with. We purchased it in December of 2020, and by the end of the month, we were already using it. I found a lot of limitations to the other EHRs that InfiniteVT was able to fill. First, other EHRs did not allow me to easily document the extensive testing we do, such as perceptual testing, primitive reflexes, other developmental batteries. Not only is it easy to document testing with InfiniteVT, it's easy to also see which areas patients are deficient in, and the results populate into professional reports. Finally, I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. to do patient reports. The best part of InfiniteVT for us is the ease of programming vision therapy sessions. The software makes documenting sessions consistent between patients or consistent between therapists. It makes it easy to customize and sequence activities and create new ones specific for patients. And because it's cloud based, I can work from home while I'm still sitting in virtual kindergarten with my 5-year-old, and the staff are in office preparing the day for our vision therapy patients. Okay, so better than the best. Dr. Henry and his team are always adding new tools to make documentation and education easier. They recently added the ability to track equipment we loan out to patients. Mind you, I only started with them in December. I have to say their customer support and service is better than any other EHR I've used. They respond quickly and they just get the job done. Like I said, I'm so happy we switched to InfiniteVT, and I wish I had just done it earlier.
Hi, I'm Dr. Neuro. I'm an optometrist at Eagle Eye Performance Vision in Holland, Michigan, where we practice vision therapy. And we use InfiniteVT in our office and wanted to share a little bit about it. Lots of positives. One is that everything's totally customizable. So I really feel like we have an EMR that works exactly for the way that I practice, which may be different doctor to doctor and practice to practice. So everything that we have set up in our system is exactly the way that I want it and our staff wants it. I love the vision therapy charts. One kind of negative of EMR that I've experienced with VT is that it's difficult to chart sessions in there, and toggle between old sessions, look at a previous activity, how they did on those. The InfiniteVT charts are kind of set up the way that a paper chart could be, where you can see all of the sessions at one time while working on one session, the current session. You can see old sessions, you can forecast in the future too. So you can see every chart right there, every session. It's also, that makes it really easy for me to review charts because there's not a lot of clicking. I can see the whole session in one screen easily. It's also very easy for me to write reports. I've got everything customized to the language I want and the tests that I want to show up in the report. Everything kind of auto generates, and then I just look through and proofread and make small edits. Also, it's easy to do a progress evaluation too. We can create templates of the tests that you like to use per type of patient. A strabismus patient, you're going to evaluate a little differently than a convergence insufficiency patient. And then at the progress evals, I can have a generic progress eval, or I can click on just repeating the tests that they failed before. So lots of ways that the progress evals are very streamlined to be quick and efficient for me, so that I'm not clicking too much. I'm spending most of my time talking and connecting with the patient. And it's all web-based. It's really the fastest EMR I've ever used. It's as fast as your internet capability can go. So I'm not waiting on a lot of loading screens. It's very quick and a fast system. It's also very user-friendly for me, where the way we have everything customized, and I can have multiple tabs open. I can be looking at today's exam while looking at comparing to their first eval as well. And I can quickly open up their report section to see other tests we've done and records requests and stuff like that. I can look at their history easily without changing screens. which has been a problem for me in the past, where I was changing screens all the time and wasting time clicking around to different aspects of the patient's charts in my whole system. And with InfiniteVT, I can navigate really quickly without waiting and clicking and spending too much time looking at my computer. I can be focusing much more on the patient than waiting for screens to show up. So these are just a few things I really like about InfiniteVT. We've had it for a little over 1 year, and I absolutely love it. It was a great decision to switch to InfiniteVT, and I don't plan on changing anytime soon. So if you have any questions more about how we use the system in our office, feel free to contact me. But I think this has been a great product for us to use, and it's really helped our practice.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dana Haba. I am the founder of the Excel Neuro Optometric Clinic. I was in primary care practice and practicing vision therapy for about 35 years. When I decided to sell my primary care practice because I wanted to devote a lot more of my time to the vision therapy practice. When I made that move to just providing vision therapy, I realized that our EMR that we were using for primary care was nowhere near adequate for what our needs were. And we were looking into initiating our involvement with some insurance companies. And I knew that our documentation needed to be far superior to what we had been providing previously. We looked at a lot of different companies. We looked at their EMRs. And when I heard about InfiniteVT, we dragged our staff back into the room and we all watched a demo given by Dr. Henry. And everyone in the room was satisfied with what he had to offer. Our receptionists felt like they were missing things in the previous EMR we were using. Our therapists for sure noticed that they were going to have some better things provided by his program. And so we decided to go with it, and we're really happy that we have. Dr. Henry, he's just surpassed our needs. His group has an impeccable organization. They have the great therapy treatment plans, educational documents, and progress tracking, and it's just brought so much better communication and organization to our practice that we really, really are happy that we've gone with it. Also, Dr. Henry has been amazing at helping us with some of our special situations that we needed him to change some of the programming for. We had found that the other companies were just not as ready to work with us with what our needs were. So we're in an auto no fault state. So we have some really different insurance requirements of us. And he's been working with us greatly for that. So I just think InfiniteVT could be the right program for your office. I would highly recommend trying a demo. You will see what we saw. Gather your staff around because I think they'll be really happy with what they can offer. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dick O'Connor from Vision Development of Western New York, just outside of Buffalo. We've been using InfiniteVT in our practice now for the last 10 months. I first met Craig Henry at COBD 4 years ago, and after looking over his program, I gave him a hug and just told him thank you. We are so happy right now that we are using this program. Things that it's benefited me are just that I'm able to move around my office a little bit more. I can interact with patients. I have more time for communication with my therapists and other staff members. And I've got more time for myself, whatever I decide I want to do, sit at my desk, work on the computer. InfiniteVT is just such a varied program. It'll do anything that we want it to. It's totally customizable. I love it. EMRs are easy to work through. When I finish up an initial evaluation, within 10 to 15 minutes, I'm able to generate a report that is, again, customizable to me. I can use the words that I need to use for myself. Another 10 minutes, and we've generated a program for vision therapy for this patient. Bottom line is, I've been in business now for 46 years, and I sure wish I'd had this program for the majority of it. I'm glad I've got it now. I still love Craig Henry, and I love InfiniteVT.
Yes, my name is Dr. Todd Davis, and I am a developmental optometrist, and I own a practice in Northern Virginia. It has 4 offices. It's called Virginia Vision Therapy Centers. And I just want to take a moment to commend the InfiniteVT on the amount of work that they've done to help accommodate our practice. Because of the different locations and the number of employees that we have, it's been a very large, actually massive undertaking on his part. And I've been pleased with the results so far, and I especially like their can-do attitude. So I thoroughly recommend them for therapy practice. One thing that I think is important to know is that our therapists found the vision therapy piece, the program, to be quite easy, quite adaptable. Took them very little time to get up to speed. There's a lot of bells and whistles involved with the software that's been a great value. I can't recommend it enough. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Anderson. I run Grand Vision Institute in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I've been doing vision therapy since 2009. We've been using InfiniteVT now for 3 years, and it's a great product. What I like about it the most is that I can, from anywhere in the world, I can see what my vision therapists are doing. And I have 4 vision therapists, and I'm not always in the office. I have multiple practices that I attend to and 1 vision therapy clinic. And so I could be in any of my other practices and always look online and see what sessions have been done, what they've been doing, how the homework's been going, and I can see the progress they're making anywhere, and then I can enter in recommendations, tips, and from my therapists. And InfiniteVT tracks statistics, so I know how many sessions I've done. It lets me know what if patients are on time, if they're late. Lets me know if they're doing their homework or not. Lets me know if pretty much anything you would want to know in your vision therapy practice, InfiniteVT can track for you. And it's easy for the therapist to learn. It's easy for the doctors to navigate through. You can input any VT technique you want, and if you don't want to do it, InfiniteVT can do it for you. The staff there can do it, and they can also help you with inputting homework assignments, or you can do it yourself. So it's very user-friendly, and I recommend anyone to use it. Thanks. Bye.
So my name is Amy Carlisle. I work here at Virginia Vision Therapy Center, and here is a piece of our Infinite story. So we knew we needed to convert from paper to electronic because we had many offices and we were tired of the chart shuffle, and we had already kind of walked down a lot of work with our existing system. When I went to a meeting and Dr. Henry was presenting at lunch, and honestly, I wanted to either walk out or just kind of do this and close my eyes and close my ears and not hear anything, because we had put so much work into what we were already hoping to use. But that's not the way it happened. I was super impressed by the demo. I felt I had to share it with the other doctors in this practice. And I was really stunned by how intuitive it looked, how easy it looked, and how vision therapy customized it appeared. So we did an office demo, we had admin look at it, everybody was super impressed, and here we are. We are using it. And so what do I like about it? One of the best things that I like is the way all that patient data goes from the questionnaire that parents fill out electronically into our report. That has been a huge blessing. I also like how easy it is to track and record vision therapy sessions. I will say that I have subbed as a therapist and having it not be my primary role in the practice, I was kind of a newbie, and it was really easy to pick up and use. So that has been great. And the third thing is the responsiveness of the staff. Dr. Henry himself and the developers have all been super approachable, very helpful for our kind of unique requests, sometimes a little demanding requests at times. And I just want to say thank you. God bless.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Davis. We started using InfiniteVT about almost 4 years ago after Hurricane Harvey hit in the Houston area. My practice had been flooded, but I had actually taken my current VT patient records with me because at the time we were doing everything on paper. But I realized as I was switching my practice mode around to be more mobile that I really wanted a cloud-based record. And that's when I did some looking around and I found InfiniteVT. The program is really great. They're always coming out with updates, and anytime we have an issue, it's easy enough to email them and they get it fixed very quickly. I love how I'm able to customize my activities, and I love being able to search and drag and drop when I plan my patient sessions.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alexandra Talber. I opened my vision therapy practice a little over 1 year ago and have been working with InfiniteVT right from the start. First of all, InfiniteVT made it very easy for me to schedule and document my vision therapy sessions, whether the visits were in person or over telehealth. Previously, I worked at offices that used paper charts. My goal was to convert to EHR for my own practice to reduce the amount of paper use in the office. InfiniteVT helped me achieve that goal while also allowing for quick access to each patient's prior and current VT sessions. The software allows you to mark a patient's performance of each technique with color coding so the therapist can quickly view patient progress on the completed technique. Dr. Craig Henry and his team are very communicative and enjoyable to work with. I highly recommend InfiniteVT software for any practice that specializes in vision therapy and is looking for reliable web-based electronic health records, so you can view your schedule and records both remotely and in the office.